Assalamualaikum and good evening. Welcome to Usain Talk season with me, Norain Abdul Manaf. Today we are going to present three main topics circulating about parking issue, burglary in student residency, and overwhelmed crowdedness at Student Commercial Centre PKP. The limited parking space at faculty in USIM has created an issue among students. Few students extended the issue to the government to overcome this problem. However, it's continued without solution. The limited parking space in Faculty of Leadership and Management (FKP) is worse during Carnival, which involving vendor vehicles parked at that area. Some students park their car in reserved parking for staff, which lead to insufficient parking for staff and lecturers. The problem urged the police to patrol and summon the students who park in the reserved place.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Imran. As we know, the lack of the parking spaces at the university is an issue every year. Not even student, staff also have the same problem. As a staff, it's difficult for me to find a parking because students always park at the parking staff. Maybe they have lack of parking. Maybe the parking is far away from the campus. So in my opinion, I think students should consider the carpool system. Maybe they can share their transport with their friends. And another opinion for me, maybe management can build the parking hotspot. For example, at the DTC. As we know, DTC have a spacious parking. Maybe students can park their transport at DTC. Then shuttle bus can pick up the student and bring and send the student to campus. Or maybe, in my opinion, maybe student can come early to class so they can avoid the lack of parking. Okay.
The issue about lack of parking at the Faculty of Leadership and Management, University Sains Islam Malaysia nilai become more serious. Year after year, students in the faculty preoccupied dealing with the same problem. Although few group of students has extended the issue to the management faculty, there still remains the same feedback without any solution. On average, they feel disappointed with this number of parking spaces in limited and always full most of the time. Report by Atia Rafi for FKP TV.
Alright, so today, as you know, the parking issue, which is, I think this issue year after year and decade after decade become more complicated and become more disaster and troublesome, not only for the student, as I said, for the lecturer, for the for the council, for the staff, and everyone who are stay in USIM by themselves. So today, in regard to discuss about our parking car issue, there are two guests with me who are quite caring about this issue and will accompany me to discuss much more deeper about this issue. So here they are, Mr. Muhammad Haziq from PP in USIM and Miss Khairul Auni, one of the students in University Science Islam Malaysia. So how are you today?
Yeah, fine. Thank you.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. So I hope, and I'm glad that you are going fine today. So I hope both of you will aware about our topic today.
Yeah.
Yes, alright. So, Mr. Haziq, without wasting a time, Mr. Haziq, can you explain to us what is a role in MPP in University Science Islam Malaysia? Because I'm sure that students out there want to know about MPP actually.
Bismillah. Okay. Assalamualaikum. Very good evening. Okay. First of all, I would like to thanks to the FKP student who would like to invite me as one of the panels for talk show titled parking issue. So basically, I'm from IMP UCM 1617. And actually, the important roles as an MVP is still the same. That is to care about students, to care about the welfare of students. But each exco has its more focus in their roles. For example, for me, welfare exco, I'm more into the student welfare itself. Okay, their welfare, about their financial issue, their fees, their university fees, their student fees, their hostel fees, everything about money, about the food and drinks, their financial issues, everything I care about it. So that's my roles.
Alright, so I think being as MPP in USIM has a higher responsibility, isn't it, Mr. Haziq?
Yeah.
Yeah, so in regarding about our topic today, the parking car issue, I want to ask you one question and I want you elaborate an explanation to us, especially for the students out there. How many parking spaces provided overall in University Science Islam Malaysia?
Okay, thank you. So how many parking spaces provided overall in USIM? So basically, I've got information from the safety department in USIM. So they told me that the total parking spaces in USIM, it is about 3,236 for cars, and also 2,300 something for motorcycle.
Wow, that was
Yeah.
a large amount, I see. So, do you think that the amount of a vehicle, the amount of the provided, the provided parking was, same with the amount of the student in USIM?
Okay, as we know that the total students in USIM is around 16,000. So from the parking spaces that provided, it's about 3,000 for cars,
Yes.
and motorcycles is around 2,000. It's actually not enough.
Also not enough. So, what does MPP doing in regarding representative to the representative the students to overcome this parking car issue?
So, okay, basically we are always do something about the parking issue. Okay.
Yes.
Now, recently they are talking about the parking issues where the staff want to park their cars, students, and etc. But the thing is, we cannot edit the parking spaces, but we try to reduce the cars and motorcycle that the students used.
Alright, so I think they are also have some effort from the MPP
Yeah.
by themselves to help the students out there to overcome this issue. So, Miss Auni, I want to ask you, as a student, what your opinion about the parking issue in University Science Islam Malaysia today?
Okay, thank you for inviting me to talk today.
Most welcome from us.
I am a student, a first year student from Faculty of Major Language Studies. Okay, related to what she has said, she had asked just now, my opinion about the parking issue in USIM. So I think that the parking in USIM are very limited. USIM had provided a very limited car park for the students. This having the student to park anywhere around the faculty without any spaces. So, for an example, at the student mall. I think that is the biggest car park in USIM. So, student mall is a one-stop center for the student where they get their basic necessities. They eat and drink there. So it will be a center for the student to find their things. Recently there is a problem when the student body had an exposition to sell the goods and all that. So the exposition will take place at the car park in front of student mall. So
That's true.
when this happen, the student need to find another car park to park their car, and this will bring a lot of problem to them because it will interrupt their class schedule because they already wasting their time just for looking for parking in the morning.
Yes, I'm sure that. So I'm really agree with that. So Miss Auni, do you as a student do you bring a car to the class?
No, I just ride a bus because I'm a first year student and I use the public transport in this USIM that USIM provided itself.
Yes, that is a good question. That is a good answer. I'm sorry. That is good answer from Miss Auni actually, and I prefer that students out there also must be cautious because you as a student, even though you are in first year, second year, third year or the last year, you must take any kind of situation that you face in USIM seriously. Okay, moving forward to Mr. Haziq. Okay, my second question is, can you explain to us how many vehicles, car or motorcycle, such as a car or motorcycles that registered in UC Science Islam Malaysia?
So, the vehicles, how many vehicles, such as cars or motorcycles registered in USIM? So, it's around 1,030 for cars that has been registered in USIM.
Wow, there are large amount also.
Yeah, and also for motorcycle we have around 629 that has been registered.
Alright, so why motorcycle amount was lower than car?
Actually, I think in my opinion, I think that the motorcycle user is more than the cars user. But to me, the students that bring motorcycles didn't register.
Oh, yes, that's right. So, do the security department have a punishment for those who did not have the sticker, or for those students who are not registered in USIM?
Yeah, of course. We have sues. We have something like we sue the student that use motorcycle without has been registered to USIM.
Right.
Also cars that has not sticker, motorcycle that has not sticker, we sue them. That's one of the punishment.
Can you tell us, because I am certainly sure that people the students, especially the students out there, the students in University Science Islam Malaysia out there, must know what kind of punishment that they will get if they did not register the car or the vehicles in USIM.
Okay, basically, if I mentioned before, we have such as sue. If anyone that bring cars or motorcycle but didn't register and then they have no sticker at all, so the security department will sue them maybe in the range of prices. For example, motorcycle with around 10 ringgit for example, and also for cars and sue.
Only for the money? only the money as the or there is another how to say that, another kind of state punishment that they do for the student?
To me, for the security department, maybe the punishment such as the money, the prices, the money for as the punishment, because to me the security department think that the students only cares about the money.
Yes. Okay.
Only cares about money. That's why the security department think that money can be the best punishment for
yes,
students.
That's true. Because I think being as a student actually is money is everything.
Yeah,
being as a student, but being is a human, money is not everything. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So for Miss Auni, back to Miss Auni again. Miss Auni, as a student, do you find, or do you know, or do you see what yourself or another, or your friend or another person that face in this parking car issue problem? And can you tell us what they do, what they say, and what they, how they solve this problem?
About my friend, one day they had already faced this many times. One day in the morning when they start to go to class, they drive their car and reach the faculty, of course.
Yes.
So when they reach the faculty, they see that there are no parking to park their car. So they search round and round the faculty and the student mall, but they can get the parking.
Yes.
So resulting to this problem, they had been late to class, and this had made them very I can say that they are very angry because they can't find a car park, so they have already late for class, and they can get the first lesson that in the class.
Yes, that's true, Miss Auni. Because if I'm a student also and facing the same problem, not only me as a student, but also if our MPP, Mr. Haziq, are facing the same problem, we also will feel angry, right?
Yes.
So I hope that people out there, especially for the students, you must take care this problem seriously. Alright. So, Mr. Haziq, for the another question from me, do we need to limit the number of the car registered in USIM? As MPP, what your opinion and what your explanation?
Yeah, of course, we have to. We have to limit the number of cars registered in USIM.
Yes.
Okay. In my opinion, I think that the Tamhidi student, they do not have to bring no need to bring cars in the campus to the campus.
Yes.
Okay. And also for the first student, also no need to have to bring the cars or motorcycle to the campus, because we have public transport. Okay.
Yes,
as
that's
Auni
true.
has mentioned before, we use the public transport as provided by the management.
Yes, that's true. Because I think it also will waste if they do not use the facilities that USIM had given to them actually. Okay, continue, Mr. Haziq.
Okay. So in the limitation of the number of cars registered in USIM, so in my opinion, we block the Tamil student and the first year don't have to bring the cars or motorcycle, and only for the senior student such as the third year student, also for the master, only them can bring the cars or motorcycles, because they have final project, assignment, so on and so forth.
There must be the senior, as we said in an easy word, the senior must be the priority, isn't that? Okay. So you have another explanation, Mr. Haziq?
And last from me, I also think that the management can implement where they restrict the hostel student to not bring the car. For example,
that's true.
We have Polis Kediaman Serinda, Polis Kediaman Nilam Court, di Kuala Kediaman 1 and also Kuala Kediaman Akas Avenue. These hostels, I think the students that stay in the hostel don't have to bring the cars or motorcycles.
Alright, so I think that is the that is the good speech from Mr. Haziq. So I think the time always catching us right now.
Yeah.
So for Miss Auni, the last but not least my question, what your advice for the students or for the people out there who are bringing a car to the class or maybe doing carpooling or grab car in the University Science Islam Malaysia?
Okay. My advice for the students, they should care about their safety and also the safety of the street users, because
Yes.
if they don't care about their safety, so it will affect the users, the street user and also another person that use the road, because the road is not our property.
Yes, the
So
road is
please,
public property.
yes. So
Okay.
please don't make it as yours.
Yes, that's true.
And also, please, if you want to speed up, if you want to drive a very high, what do we call, speed, please remember your loved one, because that will make you feel more
Safer. Alright. So I think the advice is just love your money, of course. Love your family and friends, so you will save your, how to say that, your soul. Is that soul? No, it's okay. So but that mean is if you take care of the money and take care of everything, you will be safe everywhere, not only in the museum. So regarding on our time right now, I think this is only about our discussion today about this parking car issue, and I hope every students out there, especially in University Science Islam Malaysia, will be understand what the problem you facing right now. So for the last but not least, continuing to like our Facebook page www.facebook.com/usimtalkseason, and you also can write up or comment any kind of issue that you want us to discuss with you another week. So that's all from me. See you next week in the same time, same day, same everything, and especially same host. So Assalamualaikum.
The statistic of burglary case in student residential area is increasing and causes worry among students. An out-campus student, Muhammad Zahiri Zain, 21, was the latest victim of burglary in Taman Desa Anggrek, with total loss estimate around 900 ringgit Malaysia and 8 smartphones.
Based on my experience, usually the robber just steal the mobile phones and money only. While the fence was locked, the robbers still can enter easily. They can hack the door using a sharp instrument like screwdriver, knife, and so on. So for my opinion, the best way to avoid the house robbery is bolting the door from inside, so the robbers cannot break down the door easily.
After nearly a month, out-campus students becoming worried again regarding to the burglary cases in their residency area. Muhammad Zuhairi Zain, 21, student from Fakulti Quran and Sunnah, is the latest victim of the burglary case in Taman Desa Anggrek. As we know, most of the cases are due to the carelessness among the victims themselves who did not secure the house properly. Thus, it is our role to make sure our house is safe to avoid the burglary case in the future. Report by Adria Rafi for FKP TV.
Today, Entrepreneurship Center (PKP) has become overwhelmingly crowded, especially during peak hour, which is 12 to 2 p.m. The limited seating area is unable to accommodate the total student from three nearest faculties, which around 3,000. Most of the seating are conquered by female students, which make male students unable to buy food and fully utilize their area.
Student mall has received an overwhelming, especially from students, but it will be more crowded to the peak hour around 12 o'clock until 2 o'clock. Normally, this area will be filled with female students. The seating area is quite limited, complicated for students to find a seat because the seat already filled with female students. Thus, the management should find the solution to address this problem. Report by Adria Rafi for FKP TV.
USEM Talk season draw to close. We leave you with footage of new song from Projector Band titled Aisyah, covered by two young brothers that become viral in social media. Assalamualaikum and see you again.
Now he's gonna escape. He's going over the fence. What happens when he hits the ground on the other side? He's almost out. She's not paying attention. He's gonna get out. Oh. Get back in there, you. Silly panda. These two wrestling with the plastic box. Oh, he's going right back for it. Look at him. He does not want to be in that cage. He is ready for the adult world. Oh, here he goes. It's almost out again. He's got one leg up. Will he make it over the fence? Oh no, she's bringing him back. Oh, whacked his head on the leg. Look at these two.
She's not patient with him anymore.
Look at this guy. These two feisty little pandas over here.
They're moving the box.
Pushing the box into the other one. They're gonna wake all their buddies up. Oh, he's back up. Oh, he's over. Oh, but he's back in again. He is not gonna take no for an answer. Here he goes.
So persistent.
I wonder what happens when he hits the floor on the other side. He may be able to find out because his attendant left.
Yeah, she's coming right back.
Oh, he's gonna go. Is he going for